In a quiet village nestled between rolling hills and golden fields, lived a young girl named Lila. She spent her days wandering the meadows, her bare feet brushing against the soft grass, and her heart longing for something she couldn't quite name. Lila was different from the other villagers. She spoke little, but listened deeply to the rustling leaves, the babbling brook, and the songs of the birds. One crisp morning, as the sun painted the sky in hues of pink and gold, Lila heard a melody unlike any other. It was soft, haunting, and filled with a strange kind of longing. Following the sound, she stumbled upon a wounded bird with feathers as blue as the deepest ocean. Its wing bent awkwardly. The bird's eyes met hers, and in that moment, Lila felt a connection she couldn't explain. She carefully cradled the bird in her hands and carried it home. Over the weeks, she nursed it back to health, feeding it seeds and singing to it in her soft melodic voice. The bird, whom she named Neel, began to heal not just its wing, but its spirit. Neel would perch on her shoulder as she worked in the garden, chirping tunes that seemed to echo her thoughts. As the days turned into months, Lila and Neel became inseparable. Neel's songs grew richer, as if telling stories of distant lands and skies untamed. Lila, who had always felt like an outsider in her village, found solace in Neel's presence. She began to dream of flying, of seeing the world through Neel's eyes. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Neel fluttered to a low branch and turned to Lila. Its song changed. It was a farewell, bittersweet and tender. Lila's heart ached as she realized Neel was ready to return to the skies. With tears in her eyes, she whispered, "Go, my friend, be free." Neel hesitated, then nuzzled her cheek gently before soaring into the twilight. Lila watched until the blue speck disappeared into the vast expanse.